Today I'm going to show you how to improvise bebop lines over the most common chord progression in jazz music, meaning 2-5-1. Let's use the C major key as an example. And if you learn these 2 arpeggios, really just 2 arpeggios, your lines are going to sound instantly bebop. Because you just need to know how bebop players were and still are thinking about this very common chord progression. So one arpeggio is for the 2nd degree, and the other arpeggio is for the 5th degree. And let's start, of course, with the 2. So with the D minor 7 would be the arpeggio. But bebop players don't really play a D minor or a D minor 7. They think about it as a 4th degree, meaning they play an F major 7. That's what they are thinking about. So if you play that, then you actually have very important notes for the D minor 7 9th chord, because you have the 3rd, the minor 3rd, you have the 5th, not that important, but we have it. Then the minor 7, also very important, and then we have the 9th. So we also have a little more color. It's not just a neutral arpeggio. So we have, and Charlie Parker does that the whole time while playing over a normal 2-5-1. And then, already like that, it sounds pretty bebop, right? You might recognize that from Donna Lee, for example. And now, the most important movement for our line comes and for our arpeggio. So we have to go to the 5, right? To the altered 5. Bebop players almost always play the main 5 of the key as an altered chord. Now, I don't want to talk about the altered scale right now. We're just learning about these 2 arpeggios that you can use. And the 2nd arpeggio would be a G augmented. So if we do a G augmented, it's going to sound like this. And it sounds pretty altered, right? It sounds a little bit outside of the C. Because we have the root, we have the 3rd, and we have the augmented 5th. That is actually a flat 13. So we are playing an altered chord, a chord with an altered tension. And so the idea is to connect these 2 arpeggios and then resolve. And that's very important. When you resolve, you can resolve on the major scale, the C major scale, or of course on the material from the C major 7 arpeggio, right? So basically you can add the C major 7 arpeggio when we resolve. So first, that's the 2, that's the 5, and that's the 1. Right? So when you resolve to the C, you can do whatever you want. You can play the arpeggio, you can play the scale, you can play the scale with the chromatic lines that maybe you learned from my other video. You can check out the description to find it, how to put chromatic lines in your solo. And so your focus, but your focus should be on the 2 and the 5, right? So you should be able to play an F major 7 arpeggio that goes to a G augmented chord and resolve to a note from the C major scale. Better if it's a note from the chord, from the triad or from the major 7 chord of C, of course. So let me give you a couple of examples. As you can see, it's already very bebop sounding, and it's actually very simple to do. You have the arpeggio over the 4th degree, or from the 4th degree, the F major, and you have a G augmented arpeggio, and you resolve it to a note from the C major scale, or even better, to a note from the C major arpeggio. That's it. That's already the beginning to sound bebop over a 2-5-1 progression. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and if you want to download the PDF from this lesson or the other lessons, you can go to my Patreon page and you can download the PDFs for free, and you can find the link in the description. So, thanks, and see you for the next video.